and welcome to the final video. Now, normally, in typical Mega Man fashion, you'd fight the 8 bosses and then go on to the final boss, but I decided to cut that part out. No one wants to see me fight all 8 bosses all over again. It's not going to be anything different than what I did last time. I'm just going to be using their weaknesses against them. So let's cut that out and just skip to the good thing. Good thing being the mystery man behind the events in this game. When you defeat all 8 bosses, this gold teleporter will open up and it'll take you to the final boss. Oh my god, the final boss is Sigma. In a Mega Man game, I'm totally shocked by that revelation. So Sigma is a 4-part boss fight. First form that we're going to see here is only weak to Rising Fire.
Prepare to become space dust.
And because I didn't record it in 60 frames, you can't see him phase in and out. He's there, trust me. Any other attack you throw at him will not hurt him. And then he appears above you twice to try and hit you with some energy weapons. You just hit him with the Rising Fire. And then the third time he'll appear will be at a side, and then he'll try and hit you with his scythe. You can't dash under it, you have to wall climb over and dash over him. Second form, I think, has the weakness to Lightning Web this time. But it's a pain in the ass to try and hit him with it, so screw it, just go with the X-Buster. When the first time Sigma jumps in the air, he'll just throw his scythe and spin it right back to him, but the second time he throws it, it'll either latch into the wall or the floor, depending on where you're standing. And you want him to latch it to the wall. It's much easier to avoid his attacks when it's on the wall instead of on the ground, because then you have to wall climb and avoid some like boomerang type weapons. And then this final form, forms 3 and 4, probably took me about 20 attempts. It's that much a pain in the ass.
Prepare to become space dust.
So forms 3 and 4 also have these little tiny heads that come in between too. This is head form. I think they have actual names. Just head form and gun form, I'll call them. Head form kind of looks like H.R. Giger and Akira had a baby. So the pattern goes, the Sigma heads will appear and do something, then it'll be a boss form, then the Sigma heads will appear, and then the other boss form will appear. And then each form has 2 variants of their attack. This time Sigma tries to latch onto you and shoot you with his beam like that. And his other form will be where he'll strafe the ground with his gun, and you'll just have to avoid that. You can't see the spikes phase in either because I recorded at the wrong frames. But they do phase in, so you have a grace period where you can avoid them. Head form will try and push you into the spikes to insta-kill you, which makes it really irritating. You have to keep dashing to avoid it. And we'll see his other attack coming up soon where he'll try and suck you in to do massive damage and then blast debris at you. Then the Mini Sigma heads have 3 different attacks. Blue attacks with the frost breath like that. Hug the wall and then jump immediately to avoid the splash damage from it. Yellow will try and shoot energy weapons at you. And when they hit the ground, they split off into the spread weapon. And then this is red form. You can't see him because he's kind of off screen, but he'll fire 4 fireball wall attacks at you. Gun form is the easiest to bring down just because he stays on the screen the longest and doesn't have stuff blocking him. Head form is kind of irritating in that either he'll knock you away and then disappear pretty quickly, or he'll have the head in front of him, this is the Mini Sigma head, and block some of your attacks that way. I believe each form has its own weakness too, but it's a little irritating to try and switch between them and consistently deal damage to them. So we upgraded the X-Buster. This should be more than enough to take them out. By the way, there's no need to shoot the debris if you're wall climbing like that. I just like to see the extra plasma charge. Always be wall climbing in the left corner when you know it's going to be Gun Sigma form. That way you jump onto the head immediately, and you're not at a disadvantage. You're trying to wall climb while he's using his gun laser on you. And then when you know it's going to be the Mini Sigma heads, try and stay on your right side. That way you're by the wall if it's going to be red, and you're going to be in the safe zone if it's blue. Now that gun form is down, it's just going to rotate between Mini Sigma heads and big head mode. And it's just rinse and repeat from here. Head form is just not generally fun to fight with in the first place because every single variant of his form has spikes that will instant kill you in some way. It's really just a pain in the ass. And since he takes the longest to down too, there's just a greater chance that it'll be the one that kills you. That rapid alarm sound is totally not irritating, by the way. Thanks, Capcom. There's also no indication that you're in control of your character now. Like, you think you beat the final boss, that's it, but you have to move over to the right. I think there was a part where I sat there for 30 seconds wondering why nothing was happening until I did that.
This is Maverick Hunter Headquarters.
Zero.
It's good to see you're safe, X. I was really worried about you.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry. It's all over. Go home and rest. You've earned it.
But Zero, what if I become one of the Mavericks?
Don't ask such a silly question. I'm breaking contact now.
Wait, Zero! I'm serious. Zero, if I become a Maverick, you have to take care of me.
Don't be ridiculous. Now hurry on back.
Promise me. Zero.
That is a woman voicing X, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. And with that piece of character development done with, we also end our game. In hindsight, Mega Man X4 is not as great as the games I thought it was. I think it was just childhood nostalgia that made me think it was better than it really was. Some of the levels were pretty bland. And then the bosses can just easily be abused by their weakness. All in all, though, you know, I don't know, is this game even available on the PlayStation Network and stuff? I have no clue. I wouldn't not recommend playing it, but I also wouldn't recommend someone to go out there and get it right away. If you like the Mega Man games, this is kind of a middle-line Mega Man game for you to play. So before we tackle Twin Snakes, I'm going to take on one more game. Another game from the PlayStation era. Hopefully this time Bucket will sit through more than, 2 videos. And we're also going to bring somebody else on, hopefully, see if that doesn't give us more variety in the commentary. Otherwise, that's the game. I'll let the credits roll, and we'll see you next time, guys. Thank you.